You deserve to be happy, even if you're a parent with a child with chronic illness and/or special needs. We give so much to others, and sometimes we forget ourselves. We are in survival mode, and it's hard to think about what we need, or sometimes we feel guilty to ask for help. So today I want to share 3 things that you can start right away to help you start enjoying your life, because you deserve to be happy. My name is Myrna Scales. Welcome to my channel. I am so excited because today I am putting out my first YouTube video. I've been wanting to do YouTube for so long, 4 or 5 years, and 2022 is the year for it. So I'm going all in. That the first part of the video is going to be about me sharing my story and my background, and the second part is going to be me giving you guys 3 things that you can start doing today to help you start enjoying your life, even if you have a child that has chronic illness and/or special needs. I am a U.S. Air Force pilot wife. I have 2 wild and crazy boys. Pacer is 6, and Elliot will be 4 in April. When Elliot, my youngest, was 3 months old, I found a lump on his belly. The next day, we brought him to the doctor to find out what it was. Honestly, I just thought that it was constipation. So we brought him to the doctor, and from there, they sent us to the hospital, to the pediatric ICU, and we got other tests done, and we found out that he had a tumor, a kidney tumor. And our lives changed in an instant. So he had surgery about 3 days later, and they removed the tumor and they removed his left kidney. While we were at the hospital, he was recovering for 7 days. On the 7th day, we found out from pathology that his tumor was cancerous. And so our cancer journey began. It was so scary. You know, being a military family, we did not have family nearby. And so, you know, we were fortunate enough to have my mom and my sister-in-law come and help us out. And it was just a scary time. It was hard for me to express myself. I didn't want to burden anybody. The whole process was just very difficult. I think 9 days after surgery, Elliot started radiation and chemotherapy, and he did 7 rounds of radiation and about 6 or 7 months of chemotherapy. Our son fought for the first year of his life. He fought, and we're just so blessed that now he's almost 4 years old. He is cancer-free. He is amazing. And our oldest son, Pacer, is 6 years old, just started kindergarten. We didn't realize how much all of this affected him. He was only 3 years old at the time, but you know, kids can feel when their parents are anxious or scared. Even though we try to smile, they can feel it. We're working through right now, trying to make him feel like he is safe. He doesn't have to be anxious. Elliot is cancer-free now, but he still has ultrasounds and doctor visits every 6 months. So that anxiety, it still lurks behind us. It doesn't just go away. It's still there. It's just something that we work on and that we don't focus on. But I've learned so much through reading books, watching YouTube videos. Just because we have this circumstance, that doesn't mean it needs to take over our lives. We can still enjoy life. It's a burden, it's tiring, and we're exhausted and sad that we have to go through this, but you can still find the little things in life to make you happy. And so the first tip that I have for you is to wake up before your kids. I cannot express this enough. When I started doing this, it was so hard because I know at night I love to just numb out in front of the TV. The kids are in bed, Nobody's climbing on me, nobody's touching me or asking me for a snack, and I get to just zone out in front of the TV and watch my favorite shows. But when I decided to wake up before the kids, I knew I had to get to bed a little bit earlier, so I knew that I was gonna cut in my Netflix time. But that's okay. That's a sacrifice that you can do. So in the morning, I wake up at least 30 minutes to 1 hour before the kids. And in that time, I make my coffee, I make tea, whatever I want to drink, something hot, and I just sit. Sometimes I'll open the curtains and I'll look outside. If it's still dark, then I'll just take a book and read. Whatever you want to do, but it's your time to be by yourself. And you're starting the day on a good note because you're taking that time to breathe. You're taking that time to kind of regulate yourself before the craziness and the madness begins. Believe me, I have been there when I am sleeping and my boys are like, "Mommy, I'm up, wake up!" And they're screaming and I'm just like, whoa, like, where am I? And I'm just like trying to get to their room and I'm knocking things down and almost tripping over my feet. It's not a good start to the day. It's not. But if you wake up, even 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and you have that time to just sit and pause and reflect. When they wake up, you go to the room and you're like, "Good morning. How are you guys? Oh, I already got breakfast started. You guys want waffles? They're already in the toaster." It's just so much better. Wake up before the kids. It's gonna help you. It's gonna make you happier. Number 2, start and end your day with gratitude. I wake up and the first thing in the morning, while I'm drinking my coffee in my alone time, I am writing in my journal and I am coming up with at least 3 things that I'm grateful for. And then before bed, I'm writing down at least 3 things that I'm grateful for. It tells my mind that even though the day was exhausting, and even though it sucked, and even though I got bad news, whatever it may be, I still can find something to be grateful for. And that's a lot. That's a lot. When you're a parent with a sick child, trying to find 2 or 3 things to be grateful for, sometimes we're just in the negative. My life is so hard. Why is this happening to me? And it can be so hard to get out of that. Taking that time where you can write down 2 or 3 things that you're grateful for. I'm happy that the sun was shining today and I got to go outside with the kids. I am happy that I got to enjoy my cup of hot coffee, the little things. And you'll see that you'll be able to smile a little bit more like, wow, I can think of something to be grateful for. And the route to happiness is gratitude. So I know you can do this. Start and end the day with gratitude. It will change your life, I promise you. Tip number 3, the most important, I don't know. You guys can tell me in the comments what you think. But tip number 3, ask for help. I did not ask for help for a very long time. I thought that I had to do it all myself because that's what made me a strong mom. That's what made me, the mom that could do it all. My kids were there. I watched them. I cooked. I cleaned, running errands. I just did it all. And every day I was just like, I'm so exhausted. I'm a military wife. I don't have family nearby. The pandemic had just happened. I had both kids at home. I was like, I need to ask for help. And when that clicked for me, I was just amazed at how much happier I was and how the weight was lifted off my shoulders. I asked for help. I was able to get a nanny that came for, 2 to 3 days a week for a couple hours to play with the kids, to do educational stuff with them. And I went on a walk. I went on a walk. I listened to podcasts while I did laundry. It was transformational. If you don't have the means to get a nanny or a babysitter, maybe you have family nearby. Maybe you and your friends could, team up together and say, I'll watch your kids this day. You can watch the kids this day, and then take turns. Try to figure something out. Ask for help. You don't have to do everything yourself. I felt so guilty going to get a massage or just going to the bookstore. I was like, oh, I have to head back home. I need to help. I don't want to take too much time. I need to get back. Who is that helping? How can you pour into your marriage? How can you pour into your children out of an empty cup? You don't have anything to give them. You're exhausted, you're tired, you feel upset and sad, and ask for help. So just to go over the 3 tips that we just talked about. Number 1, wake up before your kids. Try it. Number 2, start and end your day with gratitude. It will change your life. Number 3, ask for help. I hope that these 3 things, though they might seem very simple, they might seem like, oh, how is that going to change my life? How is that going to make me happy? But if you try them, give it a week, give it a couple of months, and you'll see little by little that the happiness will start to come. I can't tell you that everything's going to be perfect, because when you have a sick child, it's not perfect. It sucks. But adding these little things into your daily routine, it'll help. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm just excited to share everything that I have learned just to help you be a happier and intentional parent. So until next time.